And this is where I'm going to jump in and tell you my off-the-wall crazy theory.
All right, so by the time this comes out, the finale of Westworld should be airing, or about to air, tomorrow, if I edit this properly. All right, so I got one here. I'm just going to get this out of the way because I think this one's pretty obvious. Bernard makes copies of Frankie and the Rebels earlier in Season 4. Caleb already has his consciousness imprinted into a ball. What if Bernard's plan is to bring as many hosts and humans into the Sublime as possible? Maybe he knows something that we don't, that while the host body rejects the human mind, the Sublime doesn't, and that they can live in harmony within the Sublime. I've seen that theory quite a bit on Reddit and in other podcasts and YouTube videos and whatnot. This one is interesting, though, because, why did Bernard scan them? We still really have no idea why he did that. It hasn't even been brought up. I know it's only been an episode since, but I don't know. I'm really curious if it is just him bringing them to the Sublime, but that seems pretty simple. I really like this theory. I not like I want the show to end or anything, but I really think this theory is kind of cool. There's no Season 5 theory. After what happened this last episode, I was thinking it would be bittersweet if there was never a Season 5 planned as the final unexpected Westworld twist. So everyone is going into the final episode preparing for an end-season cliffhanger to set the story up for one last season. Then wham, we get some unexpected epic conclusion. I think that it would be such a Westworld thing to end this way, and I know a lot of people would be angry with them just pulling the rug out from under you and ending it, but honestly, I think a lot of people would be relieved. People might actually, I feel like that could really, if done right, and then all of a sudden the show's over and it makes sense, that could really save the show for some people, I think, or could absolutely ruin it. I do think if this is the series finale, though, I think I would, at least me personally, would be expecting some big cameos then. I would expect Ford. I know it's still Jeffrey Wright, but maybe even an Arnold and not necessarily them I'm back from the dead, but a flashback or I don't know, something, because it would have to connect to those early the ending. I feel in some way needs to kind of connect to Arnold starting all this ish. You know, I mean, even still, they still use the maze. I mean, it is a symbol of a gang now, kinda, but whatever. As much as I want the show to be on forever, I would be so stoked to not even though I'm making this theory, this video, to have the rug pulled out from under me and being oh my god, this is the end. What? And that'd be so cool that maybe I would want it. So this isn't really a theory. This is more maybe a question I have for you guys. This guy is talking about here on Reddit, and I'm not gonna read what he said because he just could, whatever. At the end of Season 3, when Bernard puts on his little helmet to go into the Sublime, Stubbs is in the bathtub bleeding out, and then 23 years later, he's healed. But, it really seemed like that was, Stubbs is going to have to die while Bernard goes in there to try to fix it, and when Bernard wakes up, we were going to see a dead Stubbs in there or something,
I waited 23 years for this.
This one, oh boy. If this theory is right, it will not only tickle your pickle, it'll make a lot of people angry. I've been wondering if Man in Black in Seasons 1 and 2 is actually HIB, which I've been seeing them call him HIB this whole time on Reddit, and in my stupid little head, I assumed HIB stood for Hale in Black, and I was like, why? Maybe because, it's Hale Dolores, and they're just calling her the Hale in Black, and she made whatever, I guess. That always confused me. It's Host in Black. I'll start again now that you know that I do. I've been wondering if Man in Black in Season 1 and 2 is actually Host in Black, repeating simulations to figure out what Man in Black initially missed, or to find his true self, or something deeper. Not sure if there's obvious evidence against this, because my memory of Season 1 and 2 is pretty skewed. This would be really cool, though, because, imagine he's, the Man in Black was just losing his mind, but he was, already on the path of where the hosts get whatever, but he just, he's human, so he can't do it or something, I can't explain it. But now the host, Man in Black, can do that, so he is reliving Season 1. But when Ford's the maze isn't meant for you. It is meant for him now, though. And that's why we were seeing him continue, and we're everyone has told you the maze isn't for you. Why the fuck are you still going? Maybe it's because we were looking at the host the whole time. Maybe. Or he's just a confused old man. He's just confused, Killed his daughter by accident. Did the robot have to kill his daughter too? But the thing that scares me about that is I just know that will annoy a lot of people if there's a big reveal like that in previous seasons, like person we thought was a human that became a host was actually a host recreating things the human did. I mean, I love that, and just saying it fucking makes it feel like I'm talking about Westworld. But that kind of stuff in Westworld excites me, and they haven't done a lot of that in the past 2 seasons. So I think that'd be cool. I don't know if they could pull it off. I don't know if people would like it, but that would just be so crazy to me that I would love it. Oh, and also, not really a theory, but also a theory. I do know I put up that video for my review of the episode, and in it I discussed my theory of Bernard's message being to Teddy, which I still think is a cool idea. I know, probably not real. I knew at the time, probably not real. I just thought it was a really cool idea for a theory. I've seen, it's Hale with her fingerless little gloves and her weird little outfit, but she still has her fucking burnt arm. Someone will save Hale, give her Bernard's message or something. Something's gonna happen where Hale comes back and she realizes, oh no, I was doing bad things. She'll get all the data they've been collecting from all the humans for fucking hundreds of years or however long it's been, from the flies and all that stuff. So she'll be racing to get to the dam to send them off to the Sublime, like we brought up in the previous theory, where they'll all be hanging out there fucking partying. Woo, we can make our own worlds now, doing their shit. And just one more little theory idea I want to throw out there that I've seen a lot also on Reddit is a lot of people think that we're going to get the reveal of a lot of the scenes we've been seeing throughout this whole season are possible simulations with Bernard. For example, in the last episode when the Man in Black shoots him, it goes from day to night. Maybe there's other examples. That's the only one that I remember. But yeah, that's a really interesting idea. Maybe some of the deaths we saw were simulated deaths. I know people get annoyed when there's reveals in Westworld that you can't really guess, because it's like, how the fuck was I supposed to know he was in a simulation? The black bars weren't there. Something like that, But, like, we've done multiple timelines. Maybe now in the age of multiverse stuff, maybe it's time we do different Earths or simulations on Westworld, I don't know if that'll happen. It would be cool. It kind of also seems a bit predictable that, like, of course, Bernard's going to get some simulation flashes, that later in the season what we're watching is a simulation, especially the way Westworld goes. But I still think it would be pretty cool if some of the stuff we watched didn't actually take place and it was just an attempt by Bernard previously. But that's really, I couldn't find any. I've been looking at Reddit for a long fucking time. I scoured Reddit, okay? And there's not a lot of theories out there that I could find, or at least that I found entertaining or believable. I do think maybe one of them that I said in this video could be true, so there's that. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the finale of Westworld this Sunday. Fingers crossed that it's a good finale, and we all have fun. And we can't wait for season 5, or we're happy it ended, one or the other. Hopefully something good happens with this show, for fuck's sake.